Hello children, how are you? I am very happy to see you. All of you be safe in your home. Don't go out unnecessarily. We see 5th standard English workbook. Worksheet number 3, page number 5 to 8. The topic is exploring space. I am going to give you a role play on the dialogue between doctor and patient. Okay, are you ready to listen it? Okay. Now, students, see it. What is this? Yes, you are correct. It is stethoscope. Now I wear the stethoscope. Now, who am I? Yes, you are correct. I am a doctor. Okay. Now the dialogue between doctor and patient. I am a doctor. The role play starts now. Who is standing there? Come. Come, sir. Please come. Sit down, please. What's your problem, sir? Sir, I have high fever, sir. From today, I am very afraid of being COVID-19, sir. Please, sir. Okay, don't worry. I check you. I check your heartbeat and temperature. Don't worry. Okay, there is no problem. It was only a normal fever. Don't afraid of COVID-19. Okay, now I give some medicine. If you follow, you will be recover. Okay, eat only healthy and light food like idli. Don't eat junk food. There is no problem. It is only normal fever. Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Children, see, there are two pictures. First one is the picture of healthy food. The second one is the picture of junk food. Okay, now I explain what is healthy food and what is junk food. Okay, healthy food. Children, what is healthy food? Healthy food, fruits, vegetables, milk, egg, meat, sprout, millets, greens and etc. These are the healthy food. What is junk food? Pizza, burger, parota, noodles and etc. These are junk foods. Healthy foods make to improve our health, but junk food to spoil our health. So children, during this time, you only eat the healthy food. Children, shall we write slogans? Are you ready to write slogan? Okay, let us see the slogan. Eat healthy, live better. Eat healthy, live better. A healthy food for wealthy mood. A healthy food for wealthy mood. Healthy eating for a strong heart beating. Healthy eating for a strong heart beating. These are the slogans. Once again I tell you, eat healthy, live better. A healthy food for a wealthy mood. Healthy eating for a strong heart beating. Okay, next we will go to next topic. Children, we are going to see polite expressions. What is polite expression? Now I explain the content. When you are asking for something, you should add the word please. For example, please give me a pen. In your class, students, listen. In your class, please give me a pen. Please give me a pencil. Okay, this is a polite expression. Then another one. When you are receiving something, it is, we used to tell thank you. Thanks for your help. Thanks for your suggestion. This is polite words. This is polite expression. Okay. Then we will go to the third polite words. Sorry. If you have hurt someone, you would say sorry. If you have hurt someone, sorry. Sorry for the delay. For example, sorry for the delay. Sir, sorry sir. So this is the polite words. Then excuse me. When you passing by someone, you should say the word excuse me. You should say the word excuse me. Excuse me is also the polite expression words. Then another one is when you are asking for permission. When you are asking for permission, may I? You have to use the word may I. You have to use the word may I. May I come in, sir? May I use your pencil? May I use your cell phone? These are the polite expression words. Now we recall the polite expression words. Okay, children? Please, thank you, sorry, excuse me, may I. These are the polite expression words. Everyone love a polite kid only. So children, you should use polite words in your day-to-day life. Okay, do you use the polite words in your life? In additionally, I said the polite words. I am very happy to see you. That's so kind of you. You are welcome. It's with my pleasure. This is also the polite expression words. Okay. Now we are going to see another interesting topic. It was a letter writing. Do you know that? How to write the letter writing? Okay. Yes, you are correct. You know. There are two types of letter writing. First one is formal and the second one is informal. We used to write informal letters to our friends, neighbors and our family members. So come let the format of the informal letter. Okay. Children, let's we see the informal letter, format of the informal letter. First, address of the sender, date, and then you start the letter dear. The word add dear and name of the person. Dear friend, dear Vimala, dear friend. You add your friend's name and then body of the letter, and then you ask them well-being of the person. For example, how are you? How are you? And how are your family members? So this is ask for well-being of the person. And then main reason to write the letter. Lost, yours lovingly, and sign your name. Then address on the envelope. Another letter writing. This is an informal letter to your friend. Read it clearly and fill in the blanks with suitable words given in the box. Student, listen. Loving, happy, festival, regards, dear. We should write suitable words in this letter writing. Okay. Loving, happy, festival, regards, dear. Number 5. Big Street, Namachuvayapuram, 26th June 2019. Here, dash Kumaran. Children, you think which words are coming? Yes, dear Kumaran. How are you? I am fine here. There is a festival. Which words is apt in this dash? Festival. Children, look, festival. There is a festival in my village next week. I am very happy to invite you to the festival. Okay, do you understand, children? I am very happy to invite you to the festival. Please plan to be here on Monday, the 30th. I am eager to meet you. Convey my... Which words are apt in this dash? Convey my regards. Okay. Convey my regards to your parents. Last, loving friend or Netra. Finally, address on the envelope, Netra, 24 Sanjay Street, Salem. Okay, do you understand how to write? To letter writing? Children, repeat how to write. Do you understand? Good. Children, take your workbook and do the exercise from 5th page to 8th page. I teach all the model of exercise, so you can do it individually. Okay. Now I am going to discuss the second topic, name my native place. Let us learn. Now I am going to explain how to read the passage and answer the questions which are asked from the passage. Are you ready? Children, did you go any zoo in your place? Did you go? What did you see in the zoo? Yes, there are more wild animals. Yes, you are correct. You are absolutely correct. Now we see a small story. A visit to a zoo. It is the topic. A visit to a zoo. Today our class teacher took us to the zoo. We went to the zoo by bus. We were about 20 students in the bus. Student, listen carefully what I am reading. Okay. How many students traveled in the bus? 20 students. Yes, okay. You are correct. We entered the zoo through a large gate. Our teacher guided us. Our teacher guided us. Children, I ask only one question. Who guided? Your teacher guided. Okay. We see a lion inside a cage. We also saw tigers, giraffes, and other wild animals in a fenced area. Okay, next. The best experience was seeing the roar of the big lion face to face. It was the best experience. Okay. Snake Park was also a part of the zoo. What is the part of zoo? Snake Park. Do you see snake? Children, do you see snake? Are you afraid to see the snake? I am also very afraid of the snake. Okay, now continue the story. It was a thrilling experience watching the snakes move just like that behind the glass fence. We came to school at 3 p.m. It was a place worth to spend time with family or big groups. Okay, children, you read this passage 2 or 3 times. Then you answer the questions. Okay, shall we see the question? Okay, now answer the following questions after reading the passage. First question is, where did the students go? Then second question is, how many students were there in the bus? Children, tell me the answer. How many students were there in the bus? Yes, you are correct. 20 students were there in the bus. And then third question is, who guided the students? Children, who guided the students? Teacher guided the students. What did you see inside the cage? What did you see inside the cage? They saw inside the cage a lion. Okay. The fifth question is, what was the thrilling experience? Children, do you know the answer? What was the thrilling experience? Snake Park. What was the thrilling experience? Snake Park. Snake Park was the thrilling experience. Okay, students, did you understand? Okay. Children, see, like the above passage, there is a passage named Santo's Vacation Diary in your workbook, page number 8. Read the passage twice and answer the questions. There is one more activity regarded this passage. For this activity, arrange the events in sequential order. You do your exercise in your workbook, page number 8. Children, let's see Santo's Vacation Diary. This is in your workbook. First, I read the passage. Then you read passage and you only write the answer. Now I give only the model. Okay. Santosh Vacation Diary. I visited my grandparents' village for vacation. What is the meaning? Santosh went his grandparent house. My grandmother introduced Pavai. She became my friend. She took me all around the village. She took me to the village pond. There were many children splashing around in the pond. Girls and boys were playing hide and seek. Children, do you know hide and seek? Do you play in your home? Yes, it was very exciting game. Okay. Girls and boys were playing hide and seek near the big banyan tree. The river was so clean that I could see the pebbles. Children, what is pebble? Do you see pebble? Kulangarkal. This is a pebble. Pebbles in the river bed. The trip to my grandparents' home was so enjoyable. This is the Santo's Vacation Diary. Do you understand, students? Santo's Vacation Diary. Santosh went his grandmother house. So he writes how it was very enjoyed in the trip. Children, you have to complete your exercise in your worksheet. Santo's Vacation Diary exercise. Okay, let's go another topic. Elephant and the mice. Now I read the passage one time. Students, listen carefully. There was a village in that mice lived with its group in a nest. In the outskirts of this village, there was a lake where a herd of elephants visited regularly to bathe and drink water. Since the village was on the way to this lake, the elephants trampled the mice while walking there. The mice requested the elephants to change their route and promised to return the favor when they in need. The elephants thought where the giant elephants were and what favor could the small mice return. Anyway, they accepted to change their route. After few days, some elephants got trapped by a hunter. They called mice for the help. The mice came and nibbled the nets and freed the elephants. Both showed they were grateful to each other. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Always be kind to people and grateful for their help. Students, this is the story between the elephants and the mice. I have already read the story. Children, in your home, you have to read 2 or 3 times and write exercise in your workbook or given. Okay? Then I give the meaning of the words. Okay? See this, children. Numerous. Numerous. The meaning of the word numerous is many. Numerous, many. Second, herd. Herd. A group of animals is called herd. What is the meaning of word herd? The group of animals or elephants and group of cows are called herd. Then requested. What is the meaning requested? Asking politely. Asking politely. Outskirts. Outskirt means remote. Outskirt means remote. Giant. Huge. Elephant is look like huge. So giant elephant. We call giant elephant. Huge elephant. Giant. Huge. Nibbled. Nibbled means bite. Nibbled means bite. Trampled. Trampled means crush. Trampled means crush. Vacation means holiday. Vacation means holiday. Grateful means thankful. Grateful means thankful. Splashing, splatter. Splashing, splatter. Okay. Then we see another question. Identify the correct spelling from the given option. Student, you should select the correct option. Okay. Requested. Option A, requested. Option B, requested. Option C. So we find out the correct words. We find out the correct spelling. REQUESTED. Which one is correct? B option is REQUESTED. Student, is this correct? No. The C option is REQUESDE. Is this correct? No, no. First option A only the correct answer. REQUESTED. 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 It is the correct spelling. Okay. Next. Trapped. TRABBED. Trapped. Student, is this correct answer? Is this correct spelling? Trapped? No. Then we go another option. B. TRAPPED. Trapped. Then C. TROPPED. Roped only. So B is the right answer. TRAPPED. 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 Next question is, what is the moral of the story? What is the moral of the story? Help your friend when there is a need. So students, you should do your exercise in your workbook like this model. You should answer the story in your workbook. Let's go another topic. Once two frogs played near a pot of cream. Where did the two frogs play? Children, answer me. Yes, the two frogs played near a pot of cream. They decided to look at the pot and fell into it. They could not get out of the pot. So they swam round and round in the cream. One of them is afraid and said, "Oh, this is the end of my life." It stopped swimming and sank. But the second one was brave and clever. He swam and beat the cream with its little feet. The cream became a ball of butter. The frog jumped on the ball of butter and got out of the pot. Okay, children. Children, let's see the questions. Where did the two frogs play? Where did the two frogs play? Yes, answer is they played near a pot of cream. they played near a pot of cream. Next question. What did the first frog say? What did the first frog say? The first frog said that it was the end of its life. The first frog said that it was the end of its life. The third question. What had the second frog done? What had the second frog done? The second frog made the cream into the ball of butter. It jumped on the ball of butter and got out of the pot. Okay, next question. What is the moral of the story? Never stop trying. Never stop trying is the moral of the story. Now, once again I am going to recall the letter format. Address of the sender, date, dear, name of the person, body of the letter. Paragraph 1, ask for the well-being of the person. Paragraph 2, main reason to write the letter. Paragraph 3, conclusion and end of letter. Last one, yours lovingly, name of sender. Now, you take your workbook and turn the page number 8 and 9. Okay, children, listen, you turn the page 8 and 9. Fill all the activities neatly, then you submit to your teacher when your school will be open. Okay, children, all of you do your exercise. Okay, good children.